What's up, America and other countries?
If we have any viewers from there, it's the Tree of Woe show.
Back again.
Second time. That's the dude we come back. We did.
Yep.
We're back.
This is the Raw review for August 15th, 2011. Coming off SummerSlam, the show starts off with a SummerSlam montage of the main event happenings. So you see the little slow motion, Cena, foot on the rope, just, oh my gosh. Talks about that, shows the return of Kevin Nash, blah, blah, blah. He comes out, shows that highlight. He missed the first part of Raw, so I'll cover this part. I promise I'll let him talk. I'm not a holder of the conversation. So yeah, obviously, we all know who comes out first to grace us with his presence. Triple H. He comes out and apologizes to the fans and to Cena. I'm going to take that off. He comes out and apologizes to the fans and apologizes to Cena. He says his foot was always on the rope, but he had no idea about any of the Kevin Nash stuff because that wouldn't make any sense. He would never call Kevin Nash.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't even here, and he knows how stupid that was.
That was horrible.
Yeah, but then he's just like, all right, whatever. But despite that, we have a new champion. He brings out Del Rio. Del Rio's going crazy. He's had so much titles.
I had so many titles.
So he comes out. Talking. He's gonna take a picture with every person in the crowd if they want a picture with him. He said he'll sign everything of the fans want. He says he's gonna be the champ of the people, not like The Rock, but another guy. And then he talks about how he loves Rey Mysterio, but what he loves more than Rey Mysterio is beating Rey Mysterio because he does it all the time. So that's when people started booing him because we're in Rey's hometown, of course, so that's not going to go over well.
Oh, heck no.
And then that's pretty much the end of that segment, and then he showed up, and then we had a match that we've seen a lot, actually. I want to give a shout out to Colby, who we got to see the crazy black guy, a.k.a.
R-Truth,
take on the guy that looks like a model, a.k.a.
John Morrison.
This ain't no make-believe! Anyways, but this time, falls count anywhere.
Curveball actually goes for a strike here. It was a great match.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was. They went into the crowd. And ended weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Morrison, lifted him onto the chair.
He said...
The chair that the announcers would sit in. Flash kick. Bah, nails him. Pins him outside the ring. 1, 2, 3. John Morrison wins, which is new for this, so that's good.
John Morrison won without showing any vengeance or anything like that. He just landed a little flash kick and then went to the ring and did this.
Say no make believe. All right.
Yeah. Then that's
after that. Yeah, after
that's
that.
the time it gets.
Yep. Yeah, whatever. And then Punk showed he pulls in to the arena, or I think they just showed him walk. I don't think they showed him pull up. Everyone else just pulled up.
Showed him walking.
He just walks in. We'll go to commercial. We come back. The awesome one, The Miz, comes out.
Cuts a great promo.
On Subway.
Yeah, he's the new Subway spokesman, I guess.
Yep. He calls out Jared from Subway, the guy that was fat and then he became skinny, but then when he was skinny, he was still ugly, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, so basically, just to give you an overview of what the crowd was like, a lot of people didn't like Subway.
There was heat on Subway.
Subway was not getting a lot of pop.
Subway was getting more heat than Del Rio.
Yeah. It was Del Rio's booze, and then Subway's booze.
Yeah, people were not down with Subway in San Diego.
Yeah. I like Subway.
I don't like Subway.
Yeah, see, you would have booed it.
Yeah, see, I would have booed. Yeah. But yeah, so then pretty much he just comes out and says, I can do your job better than you can. And he cuts a promo on Subway sandwiches, takes a bite, and then we get a Subway commercial confirming everything we just saw.
Yep.
Kevin Nash pulls up. You see the car pull up, you see the big boot come out, scrolls up. He's just looking all flustered, whatever.
Just for Men commercial ad, he's got the Just for Men black beard and black.
See, I've got the cool dad Orton beard going.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed.
See, you just got to add 3 more inches to this part right here, and then color it in with a Just for Men brush, and you'd have Kevin Nash's goatee.
I mean, if you don't subscribe for us for anything else, do it for the beard watch.
Yeah. We're not going to shave until we have 10 subscribers.
Yep.
Actually, no, we're going to shave if we don't get 10 subscribers by next week. So subscribe. Or else we'll shave.
Yep. All right, next match. I'm going to let him talk about the Divas match. Here we go.
Jeez. Well, first off, they had Eve and Kelly come out, and then people were like, okay, yeah, this was him during the match. Actually, he was texting, but whatever.
And normally I go to the bathroom, but I already went earlier.
Yeah. He got his bathroom time in during the Subway commercial.
Yeah.
Not this Miz Subway commercial, but the other one.
Yeah, because I love the Miz.
And then basically Kelly did 2 moves, stink face, even though there's no more stink faces. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. Beat the Bella Twins. You know.
Yeah, why
Why
they
were
fought the Bella Twins is beyond us.
And then
but we don't know anything.
And then Natalia and Beth Phoenix come out and do this move.
They just do the little sarcastic, like, oh,
Yeah.
we're bigger than you.
Yeah, and then
They don't even acknowledge.
They don't even say.
They didn't even acknowledge SummerSlam. Like
No.
Kelly came out with the belt, and that was about it.
Yeah, they sarcastically clapped, and if you didn't see SummerSlam, you didn't see that Kelly retained.
Yeah,
you
didn't even know there was a match.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that thrilling escapade, Kevin Nash comes out, talks about how he asked for tickets to SummerSlam. Triple H gave them to him. He was watching, and then he got a text from a friend, and the text said, "Hey, brother, no matter who wins the main event, lay him out for me."
So I'm Kevin Nash, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah, so Kevin Nash did that, of course, but he says, oh, and yeah, earlier Triple H had said he knows nothing about it, and Kevin Nash just kind of says, Triple H, we need to get on the same page. You don't know anything. Like that, pretty much teasing that it was Triple H's idea.
Yeah.
But then, what happens? Look in my eyes.
And CM Punk comes out, and CM Punk just
owns him on the mic like he does everyone every week.
It sucks when you have somebody. Kevin Nash is decent on the mic. He gets overshadowed by CM Punk like that.
It's not that hard for him anymore.
Yeah.
He's the best in the world.
Best in the world at talking.
So pretty much they just talk back and forth about how Kevin Nash says that CM Punk's not. Oh, he's been for 5 years and he's been in 2 main events, and they're just recently.
Yeah.
And CM Punk comes back and says the same thing to him. And
yeah, and then the best comeback though was Kevin Nash goes, "You need to go take a shower and hit the weight room," and then CM Punk goes, "Why?" He goes, "I came into CM Punk. I'm going to leave CM Punk. I didn't come in as Big Daddy Diesel or whatever the 18 other names that Kevin Nash had come through as."
Mm-hmm. So then basically CM Punk says, well, judging by your actions last night, you want to fight, let's fight. He starts walking down, and of course 10 security guards cut him off, and Kevin Nash just standing there in the ring like,
yeah,
I don't need these guys, but I'm going to use them. So obviously then CM Punk kind of says, oh, well, Triple H, if these guys are protecting you, no one's going to be protect Triple H, so I'm going to go talk to him myself. And he leaves, and that's the end of the segment. And Nash just stands there looking like a drunk snagglepuss, to quote The Rock. Yeah. And then after that, it shows Nash backstage. He goes barging into Triple H's room like, oh, Hunter.
Him and Laurinaitis, basically to save some time, him and Laurinaitis talk about how they both feel like CM Punk's overstepped his boundaries, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Save time. Let's go on the next segment. It really wasn't that important.
Yeah, it was. Because he forgot that at the end, he says, ooh, how about we go to my office so we can discuss some things. Laura and I and John Lord talking like this.
John Laurinaitis, VP of Talent Relations.
Yeah, so they go, they leave, whatever.
Yeah.
We come back. Alex Riley comes out. And they don't announce it as a number 1 contenders match, but it should have been. But actually not how it happened. But yeah, Alex Riley versus Jack Swagger. Dolph Ziggler and Vicky are on commentary. This fly is freaking me out.
Yeah, we got a fly coming around.
I hate everything about flies. But
all right, continue talking.
Yeah, Swagger wins by a very awkward gut wrench powerbomb. It's like,
yeah. After Vicky Guerrero had put JR's cowboy hat on Justin King, making Justin King the best person to ever put on that cowboy hat.
Justin King,
ref of the year.
Ref of the year. Just so you guys know, if you don't know who Justin King is, read a book.
Yeah, any book. He's
in every
he's in all of them.
Yeah. Anyways, so then backstage, Swagger's talking to Vicky Guerrero, and he's like, "Oh, you're one of the great managers of all time." And he name drops some managers. And he's like, "Maybe you should widen your roster,
expand your clientele."
Yeah,
as if she was a pimp.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
And then she goes, "Oh, I'll think about it." A little Vicky Guerrero face.
Yeah, I don't like Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah. Well, obviously, hopefully, where this goes is Jack Swagger versus Dolph Ziggler
for the belt.
No, not for the belt, and loser takes on Vicky. I mean, it's not gonna happen like that because they don't want to divide Vicky like that. But let's just put Vicky on Jack Swagger and let Dolph be Dolph because he actually was killing on the mic. Like low key, he was just like cracking perfection. Jokes. Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, CM Punk's backstage and he walks in and the camera. This fly, I swear to you people. Anyways, he sees Stephanie McMahon, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about how you lost. I really am." And then she drops a line of, "But in the end, people always end up getting what they deserve." CM Punk just kind of says, "Huh?" and just walks off.
Yeah.
And then, this guy is a big advocate of the tag division, so we'll let him talk about the next
tag
match.
division. basically they had Otunga and McGillicuddy,
The Nexus.
who came out second, as champions always should. But the first people that came out was Kofi Kingston. They didn't announce it was a tag match, and he comes out and then it's like, okay, yeah. And then Bourne comes out, you're like, these guys aren't going to fight. And they say, and Taz, well, hit his tag partner.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, those two. And great tag team because Bourne would get beat up, go in, hit Kofi. Kofi would come in, energized, go through his whole little move set, jump up and down, crowd goes wild. That's how tag division should be.
Mm-hmm.
And they won, but it wasn't for the belt, so there's no new champion. Just they're set up for Night of Champions.
Yeah, they got to start using the tag teams because they have to. They're forced to.
Is there any chance in the world that Otunga and McGillicuddy walk away from Night of Champions with the belts?
No.
All right.
Well, and for those of you that are wondering, the Nexus is just gone. They didn't say anything about it, but now McGillicuddy wears a backwards baseball hat and Otunga wears a jacket or something.
Yeah. Cool, good for them.
And they come out to the song that Justin Gabriel came out to, Money in the Bank, so whatever.
Yeah, let's just get past that.
Yeah, so then we get to the WWE Undisputed Championship match of the world.
And I'm just going to stop him right there because he didn't like the main part of the match. So I'll talk about that and he'll talk about the ending.
Yeah.
So it comes out.
Through this match. Well,
yeah.
No, not in the match.
Yeah, well, he comes out, Del Rio comes out, Then Mysterio comes out. They go back and forth a lot. Usually, it's a lot more one-sided when it comes to these title matches. Well, besides the CM Punk, John Cena one, but, So it's pretty, pretty go back and forth. And then it comes in and Ray tees at the 619 like 4 times. He goes boom, boom, boom. He finally hits it on like the 4th one. He hits a whole little hurricane rod through the rope, split leg hurricane rod, whatever it was.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah. Well, he hit it 3 times earlier in the match. And then he goes, and this time he goes through and connects on the little 619. Yeah, before like the little pop at the end. So yeah, he goes to do that. And he goes hit the little Chris Benoit.
And then guess what Del Rio does? Knee to the freaking chest.
Yep.
And I go crazy because I hate ReyMysterio.com. It's not a website yet, but it will be one.
Yeah, home base. But
so
yeah,
I
and then
run around.
Yeah.
Anyways, personal feelings aside.
Yeah, we'll roll up pin 1, 2, 3. Del Rio keeps the belt, and then wait, hold on. If you hasn't noticed, besides my little aside previously, they haven't mentioned John Cena yet.
Yeah, John Cena has not been on Raw yet.
So
were they really gonna have a Raw without John Cena?
No, they weren't.
You're right.
Yeah, so Del Rio will smash him down on a.
He's after the match. He's beating him down. Just letting the
he's
crowd
trying to pull
know.
his mask off, and then you hear.
No, his song. Yeah, you hear the crowd
Cena just runs out.
Cena runs out looking like he freaking.
John Cena mode.
Punching like he's. I don't even know.
And then he gets the mic. He's like, "You're not a true champion. You're just a scumbag punk."
Yeah. Because who else? I mean,
yeah, but
who would cash in Money in the Bank on someone that's injured? I mean, that's just
8 other people before them.
I mean,
everyone but Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, if you watched SmackDown a month ago and you saw what Michael Cole said to Daniel Bryan, he's like, "Oh, you're just gonna be a scumbag." All the other stuff. Yeah, it's John Cena said that. What Michael Cole said he didn't want Daniel Bryan to be, or what Daniel Bryan's not going to be. He said that to Del Rio. Del Rio just sat there, just keep talking. It was pretty,
John Cena, it just ticked me off because it's like, pissed me off because Cena's like, "Oh, you're not a real champion. It's from a briefcase." And I said, out loud, well, if Del Rio would ever get to be in every main event for the past 10 years, he wouldn't need a briefcase, John Cena.
Yeah. That's...
Gosh.
Yeah, and then it ends with a little fade out of John Cena going like this.
Yeah, he was mean-faced.
Yeah.
John Cena was mean-faced.
He wasn't
bad on the mic at all.
Yeah,
he wasn't aggression.
He wasn't he wasn't soft either. He was like, "Oh."
He wasn't cracking jokes. He came out there to...
Yeah, he went out there. He's, you know. It wasn't him like, "Oh, you're not doing this for the kids, man."
We got under 50 seconds. Let's wrap this up.
All right, yeah.
All right, so pretty much the end. John Cena goes mad face. Pretty much it teases that Cena, Del Rio are going to have a feud, hopefully with CM Punk, and not CM Punk and Kevin Nash or Triple H. But so hopefully CM Punk doesn't get forgotten in all this. But
yeah, it's likely.
But that is the Raw review for tonight of August 15th.
Wait, one more thing since we have 30 seconds left. Didn't Triple H say he was gonna apologize?
Oh yeah,
to
Triple H
John
said he
Cena?
was going to apologize to Cena's face tonight. Obviously, they ran out of time, so they forgot about that, like they usually do.
Yeah. Oh well.
What can
They
you do?
create their history all the time.
But I enjoyed this week.
Oh, actually, well, it was good. Well, adios.
Peace out, America. Subscribe, like, friend, especially like.